What's up guys? So this is going to be the intro for two different videos, but today's video is going to be about me actually skating Dragon wheels. I've been wanting to skate them since they came out, but I never wanted to actually buy any because it's not really what I skate. I don't skate a lot of street right now. I thought maybe one day when I was skating more street I would actually buy some, but I got them for free. And I got these bones for free. Oh, so much good stuff here. This stuff I'm probably gonna just sell really cheap on eBay, maybe a couple dollars, just because I don't like stickers. I mean, I know some people maybe they like stickers. I'm still debating on if I'm gonna sell these trucks or if I'm gonna actually skate these, because this board does have the old school mounting, so you have to have the old school mounting on your trucks, but also I could just drill the holes. I could just mount a regular truck on there and drill the holes myself. So I'm still debating because I have tons of trucks. Do I really need these trucks or could I sell them? I'd rather have money. Alright, so I got the Super Reds bearings in the wheels now. Let's test them out. What's up guys? So today I'm comparing Andy Anderson's wheel from Powell, a Nano Cubic 52mm 97A, to the original Dragon wheels. These are a little bit softer. They are 95A. The graphic wears off of these really fast. It actually doesn't say how hard they are, but they're a little bit softer than the Nano Cubics. I've found that these wheels actually still slide really well. Even though they're soft, they feel soft on rough ground, but I actually slid out backside on a power slide coming out of the quarter pipe earlier and actually fell because they were too slick. I did not expect them to be slick when I was turning a backside power slide like that, and I actually slid out. So they do slide. You can do 50-50s, you can do board slides on ledges. You can actually slide on these wheels. Maybe I should do a full video on those wheels, but comparing them to Andy Anderson's wheel, you can tell that Andy Anderson's wheel is a little bit harder. I have talked to somebody from Powell and they did confirm that this wheel is the same formula as the Formula X Bones. So yeah, Bones and Powell are the same company. They're both Skate One. They're both owned by the same parent company. So it is the same formula. It's not two different companies competing with each other. It's just two different marketing strategies. It might be two different marketing teams competing with each other, but it's not really two different companies competing with each other. All right, so one big difference is the original Dragon wheels are center set, so they're symmetrical. You can switch them around if they start to cone. Andy Anderson's wheel is side set, so it makes your trucks a little bit wider. So the bearing presses right up against the side of the wheel, and then you've got a lot more space on this side to protect the bolt and the axle from getting torn up when you're doing freestyle stuff. This increases the actual size of the truck, gives you more room up here to grind on the ledge or the rail. So you can have a smaller truck, but it feels like a bigger truck, but it's lighter. So I think this is really useful. I don't switch my wheels around anyway. I just skate them until they're done. So I really do like this wheel. So this does lengthen the truck, but it's still not quite long enough for this board. It would be better if the trucks were just a little bit wider because this is an 8.75 inch board. Now I do feel like side set wheels can make flip tricks a little bit harder. Maybe it's a little bit harder to get that board to roll over, just like having a wider truck would make flip tricks a little bit harder, but it's not that bad to get used to. I think it makes the board a little more stable, maybe a little bit harder to flip. These wheels are definitely a little bit thinner, maybe a little bit easier to flip, but a soft wheel, you can kind of feel some mushiness to it when you land. And for me, I don't always like mushiness to my wheel when I'm landing. Growing up, I wasn't a big fan of Powell, but right now, I'm really impressed with everything they're doing. I'm impressed with their team. They're doing a great job. They're innovating. They already have a lot of innovations in skateboarding, but they've got a lot more innovations to come, for sure. I like shaped boards. I like all of Andy Anderson's boards. I'm going to be skating his third Heron board on this channel, the one with the pink in the background, the shorter one. Not the egg, but the one after that soon on this channel, so look forward to that. I'll probably be riding his board with these wheels and maybe some mini logo trucks. So before I made this video, I made another video where I rode other people's boards that had Dragon wheels and Formula X wheels on them. And I thought the Formula X wheels slid better than the Dragon wheels, but in this video, right now, the Dragon wheels actually feel like they're sliding better. I think it's because Andy Anderson's wheel is thicker. It's got more surface area, more friction on the ground. It's actually not sliding as much as this wheel. This wheel really lets go and slides. And now that I have my own, and I don't have that inhibition and that worry about flat spotting somebody else's wheel, I can really feel it and really slide with it. And the Dragon wheels slide really good, almost too good. I know I'm not all of a sudden sponsored by PAL or something. I'm just saying this stuff all on my own. I did get some of the stuff for free. I did get these wheels for free, but I would say what I think of them, even if I got them for free. You know, you guys know I'm not afraid to say what I think. So let's try to 5.0 on this thing. So this is mostly a street wheel, so what really matters with this wheel is how it slides on ledges. If it's pressed up against a street ledge, does it actually slide? And yes, it does. When you're doing 50/50s on ledges, it actually does slide. So sometimes a harder test for a wheel is actually sliding in a board slide on a ledge. So let's try to board slide with this wheel. So this wheel is actually pretty phenomenal for board slides. I'm really liking this wheel, so much more than I thought I would. Alright, so anything negative I said about these Dragon wheels in the other video, I take back. I'm loving these wheels. Maybe it's just that they're new, but I'm liking these better than the other wheels now. I mean, I'm really enjoying them. They feel so smooth. These Super Reds I got from PAL, from Bones, sent to me for free. These are great too. Maybe it's just that the wheels and the bearings were free. Maybe that's why I love them so much. Maybe I'm so cheap I can't enjoy things if I had to pay for them. But yeah, I mean, they're really nice. So I know he's been working on these wheels for like 10 years. I don't know if longboarding still exists, but I remember back in 2010 or so, longboarding was a thing. And these would be great for longboarding. So please make some like 70mm Dragon wheels for longboarders, and they will love them. I remember when I was just skating street all the time at night, this would have been the perfect wheel. I was looking everywhere for something like this, and I rode a longboard a lot too, and this would have been perfect. I would have had this as my exclusive wheel. I did talk to somebody from PAL, and they said Andrew Reynolds rides Dragon wheels exclusively. He's a really good skater, good at gaps, so I guess these are good for gaps. I won't be jumping down anything like that today. I might roll around a little bit on the street. I've skated the street with them, just rolling around, and they are great. If you guys haven't seen my other video about this deck, go check it out. I want to do some ollie norths on here because there's no nose, and I think that might be interesting. It might be good for ollie norths. Alright, so I'm looking for some of the roughest ground to skate in a small town. So it is Wednesday night, and if you live in the city, you might not know what that means, but if you live in a small town, you know that's when churches have church. They have it on Sunday morning, but they also have it on Wednesday night, and it's around 7, so it's prime time for that. So I know people skate street in cities, but the only spots around here are really at churches because there's not really any businesses that actually take care of the ground. And I think Jason Aldean's song, Try That in a Small Town, was actually about skating in the street. Because you can get away with it in the city, but try that in a small town. So if the ladies from The View think a song about crime is a song about minorities, I think that shows a little more about their mindset than it does about Jason Aldean's, because we all know that song's about skateboarding. You can't get away with skateboarding in a small town. So I decided to try and blunt slide a rubber parking block that's spray painted with a really sticky flat spray paint on the roughest ground imaginable. And you know, as you could probably guess, it didn't turn out so well. The ones that aren't spray painted are actually much stickier than the ones that are spray painted, whatever this material is. I want to be the full pad street skating guy. Is there a full pad street skating guy out there? I know Andy Anderson's the helmet street skating guy. but we need a full pad street skating man. So yeah, I really like these wheels. I admit, I'm wrong. 99.9% of the time, I'm right. But in the 1%, I am not afraid to admit that I am wrong. And when I made the video about the Dragon wheels versus the Formula X wheels, not only was I wrong about the double Duro, we have those with the Spitfire, Sapphires, maybe something from Mini Logo or Ricta, but I was also wrong about how good these wheels slide and how good they actually are. I am really impressed with the Dragon wheels, and this might be all I skate until George Powell or maybe Paul Smith come up with something else better. That's how good they are. They are probably better than my Spitfire Formula 4s for sliding. I'm really impressed with them. So I think that this board skates fine. I think one thing I forgot to mention, and I didn't really realize before in the video, is that just having no nose, having a flat nose, just makes me feel anxious. It brings my anxiety level up just constantly. I'm constantly feeling anxious. Maybe Chris Hyatt just feels anxious anyway, and so it doesn't bother him. But for me, I'd kind of like to have a nose. But other than that, this board has skated so good. I really do like it. I know I didn't get anything super impressive today, but I've also been kind of injured. I'm trying to heal a pulled muscle inside my rib cage, so I haven't been really pushing myself too hard. So now I'm going to be making a video for my camera channel. Search Relevant Videography if you want to subscribe to me on that channel too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, scroll through my channel, check out my other videos, and hit that subscribe button because I got a lot more videos to come. Thanks for watching.